Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the June 21st, 2023 meeting of Chatham's Historic Business District Commission. Before we open or go any further, Darcy has a remembrance she would like to announce.
The commission would like to extend their deepest sympathies to the families of Jackson Smith, who passed away last week. So we're deeply sorry. He served on our commission for a few years, and he will be deeply missed.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Darcy. All right. All right, Sam, go ahead.
Pursuant to Governor Healy's March 29th, 2023 signing of the Acts of 2023, extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, GLC 30A, paragraph 20, until March 31, 2025. This meeting of the Chatham Historic Business District Commission is being conducted in person and via remote participation. Every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that people who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may do so by calling the phone number 1-508-945-4410. Conference ID 653-316-841 hashtag. Or join the meeting online via Microsoft Teams through the link in the posted agenda. While this is a live broadcast and simulcast on Channel 18, despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide real-time access. We will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible. In accordance with town policy, the public can speak to any issue, hearing, or business item on the agenda during the meeting when recognized by the chair.
Thank you. We'll go right to a roll call. And I know that we do have a quorum, but we'll start with our Vice Chair, Darcy Sequin.
Darcy Sequin is here.
Our Clerk, Sam Strivett.
Sam Strivert is here.
Regular Member, Bob Burns.
Burns is here.
Regular Member, Doug Grattan.
Doug Grattan is here.
First alternate, Steve DeBoer. Are you here remotely?
Yes, Steve DeBoer is online.
Okay, and our second alternate, Tim Gilmore.
Tim Gilmore's present.
All right. So we do have a quorum. And our agenda is going to go as listed. So I guess we can have our first, the first order of business will be the minutes, and those were of
Right.
June 14th.
June
Does anybody?
7th, right? No?
7th.
7th?
I was not present, so I can't make a motion.
Okay.
I make the motion that we accept the minutes of June 7th as presented.
Burns, second.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Any discussion, any changes, amendments? No? Okay, motion has been made. Ready to vote? Bob?
Bob Burns in favor.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Strivert in favor.
Tim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
Bob, you've already voted.
Yes.
Steve?
Steve DeBoer is in favor.
And Dan Silver's in favor as well. Thank you. All right. Sam, our first,
The first application is the continued hearing, additions, alterations. I'll read the 23-54, 859 Main Street LLC, care of JFF Design. Application to renovate the existing structure located at 859 Main Street. The applicant has requested a continuance to July 5th, 2023. They did this via an email, which I will read. It was sent to Sarah Clark on June 8th, 2028, 10:07 a.m. Dear Sarah, can we please revise our continuation date to Wednesday, July 5th? I have a scheduled conflict on the 21st, and I will have our revised material to you as soon as it is ready. Please acknowledge receipt of this please acknowledge receipt, and if this is sufficient for the requested chain. Please, best regards, Joe Fournier.
Thank you, Sam. I should also mention that we do have Sarah Clark, Central Permitting Coordinator, and Chantel Kilkenny, Community Development Administrative Assistant, with us this evening as well. All right, is there a motion to accept that request?
Doug Grant will make a motion to accept that request.
Thank you, Doug.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
We have a motion made and seconded. Any discussion at all, folks? Any questions? Bob?
Bob Burns approves.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam?
Sam Stravert approves.
Doug?
Doug Grattan approves.
Steve? Tim?
Tim Gilmore approves.
Steve?
Steve DeBoer approves.
Bob, did I miss you again?
You got me, thank you.
Okay, Dan Silver approves. Very good. All righty. Sam, our first
The
application?
next application is for a sign, 23-74 Bungalow, care of Amy Benz and Jackie Zartarian. Application to install a window sign on the structure located at 1581 Main Street. And Sarah Clark has written that the proposed window, no, I guess, these are, the window sign complies with the sign bylaw and the H.B.D.C. design guides and procedures.
Thank you, Sam. Do we have the applicant here this evening? A representative? Would you please move to one of the podiums? Or both of you can move to the podiums on our right. Please remember to speak directly into the mic. Introduce yourself and give us a brief synopsis of what you're proposing. And make sure the green light is on so we can hear you.
Amy Benz.
Jackie Zartarian.
Thank you. And what's up?
So we'd like to put window decals on the storefront of our staging business, just like that. We have one on each window.
Okay, so you're actually moving to a new location, right?
No, this is it.
Oh,
Yeah, this is our new location.
okay. All righty. Very good. All right, let's see what the commission, I think we're very familiar with this, commission members have to say. Bob?
Is this the same decal you had on the old location?
Yes.
Same one, okay. No further questions. Thank you.
Darcy?
No questions.
Sam?
No questions.
Doug?
No questions.
Tim?
No questions.
And I have no questions as well. All right.
Doug Grant will make a motion on the signs, application 23-071, Bungalow, care of Amy Benz and Jackie Zatarian. Application to install a window sign on the structure located at 1581 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motions were made and seconded. Further discussion among commission members? Anybody have anything they want to say? Anybody on the public? No? All right. Motions made and seconded. Ready to vote? Bob?
Bob Burns in favor.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Stravert in favor.
Doug?
Doug Grattan in favor.
Tim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
And Dan Silver's in favor as well.
Steve
All right.
DeBoer?
Well, he doesn't,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, Steve.
Okay.
Just hold on. We go one more?
No, I was just going to say, Steve doesn't have a vote, neither does Tim, because we have a quorum of full commission here.
What's that?
Steve and Tim don't have an official vote because we have a quorum with the,
Oh, right, I'm sorry. Well, that doesn't matter though, does it?
No, but
We're
we-
just asking, yeah.
we ignored Steve, so that's why I said it.
All right.
So 23-75 Bungalow, care of Amy Benz and Jackie Zartarian. Application to install a window sign on the structure located in 1581. These are two window signs?
Correct.
Yes.
All right, if you reintroduce yourself, we have to do this because you are being recorded and will be available for our review on the Chatham's website.
Sure.
And it'll be listed by number, so we need you to
Okay.
do the whole thing again. Right.
Amy Benz,
Jackie Zartarian.
All right, and you're proposing,
window decals for our shop,
right?
bungalow, staging and design.
Okay, very good. All right. Bob?
Question, is that the same window, or are there two windows there?
Two windows.
Okay, so same on both windows?
Yeah, they're
Same
side by
size.
side.
Side by side,
There's a
okay.
door in between them.
Okay, good. No further questions. Thank you.
Darcy?
No questions.
Sam?
No, That's my question, is there two similar signs, two
Yes.
similar windows, doorway in between? I assume?
Yes, it's the same
There's
exact
no picture
decal.
of the building, so we really don't know whether it clashes terribly or we don't,
Well, the building's white and the decals are white.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
No questions.
Okay, Jim?
No questions.
All righty, and I have no questions either. So any other questions? Any other comments? All right, Doug?
Doug Grant will make a motion under signs, application 23-075 bungalow care of Amy Benz and Jackie Zatarian. Application to install a window sign on the structure located at 1581 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Chance for last questions? Comments, anybody? No? All right. Ready to vote? Bob?
Bob Burns in favor.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Strybert in favor.
Okay, Doug?
Doug Grattan in favor?
Tim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
And Dan Silver's in favor as well. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck at the new location.
Application 23-77, the Hairport, care of Tracy Bennett. Application to install a ladder board to the existing ground sign located at 1691 Main Street. And the the central permitting coordinator has indicated, has written that the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Do we have anybody here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
Can you hear me? Yes, how are you? Thank you.
Yes, if you'll introduce yourself and explain what's going on, or what you're proposing.
Eric Bennett, I am Tracy's husband, and she opened the salon a couple months ago, and we're putting a new sign on the building. We'd like to, and that's the street sign also. That's a temporary permit one we have.
All righty, Bob?
A couple questions. Is the sign,
Yes, sir.
it says, excuse me, it says, looks like blue and white. On the application, it says black and white.
It's black.
It is
Pictures look
black
like
and
they're
white.
Blue,
My
Brown.
apologies.
brown?
It's black.
Okay, it's black. All right, the color is black and white, okay. And then you mentioned the awnings will be coming down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, no further questions.
Okay, Darcy?
I have no questions.
Okay, Sam?
So this is the ladder board, so we're just talking about, yeah, I think I have no questions.
Okay. Doug?
I have no questions.
Tim?
No questions.
Steve?
I have no questions.
And I have no questions as well.
So under signs, Doug Grant will make a motion under application 23-077, the Hairport, care of Tracy Bennett. Application to install a ladder board to the existing ground sign located at 1691 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion's made and seconded. Chance for last comments? Any questions? No? All right. Ready to vote?
Bob Burns in favor.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Strybert in favor.
Doug?
Doug Grattan in favor?
Tim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
Steve?
Steve DeBoer would be in favor.
Dan Silver's in favor as well. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you for your time.
One more.
Yeah, one more.
So we
Don't go
have
yet.
23-78, the Hairport, care of Tracy Bennett. Application to install a wall sign on a structure located at 1691 Main Street.
Yes, what can you tell us about this, folks? I imagine you're still with us.
She disappeared.
You disappeared?
Did he go off?
No, I am here. My name is Eric Bennett. I am Tracy's husband, representative for a sign. There is not a sign on the building as of right now, but we'd like to propose one. We're going to remove those awnings when we do get it, if you guys approve the sign.
All right. I think it's pretty straightforward. Bob?
You answered my question on the awning, so I have no further questions.
Darcy,
No questions.
Sam?
So this is where the awnings are coming down, I assume?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
on the
that was
wall.
a question Bob had, yeah.
No questions.
Okay. Doug,
Doug Ratton has no questions.
Tim,
No questions.
Steve?
No questions.
And I have no questions either.
So Doug Ratton will make a motion under signs, application 23-078, the Hairport, care of Tracy Bennett. Application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 1691 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion's made and seconded. Opportunity for last questions or comments? No?
I think it's a great name and a great location, so.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
Thank you for adding a little jocularity there. Bob?
Bob Burns in favor.
Okay. Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Stryber in favor.
Doug?
Doug Ratton in favor.
Tim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
Steve?
Steve DeBoer's in favor.
And Dan Silver's in favor as well. Thank you. All right. Moving on.
Okay.
Good luck, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Additions and alterations. 23-073, Susan Hawkins, care of Anderson Windows. Application to replace windows on the structure located at 212 Orleans Road, unit number F.
Do we have anybody here?
Yes, hello,
remotely?
this is Paul. Yes, hello, this is Paul.
Oh, there we are.
With Renewal by Anderson, how are you? Yeah, there we go.
He's in the car.
All righty, what are you up to, Rascal?
Just got off Martha's Vineyard, so I kind of got caught up there today. It was a little bit of weather, but wanted to make sure I met this meeting. And so we're basically pretty straightforward. Once again, everything's like for like. Windows, white, 5 double hungs and 1 picture unit. So yeah.
All right, we'll see if anybody has any questions. Bob?
A trim on the windows?
Yeah, the trim on the windows is going to stay.
So it'll be existing trim?
Keeps that.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. No further questions.
Darcy?
No questions.
You're welcome.
Sam?
No problem.
How do you leave the trim? Are you setting are these replacement windows that are going inside the frame of the previous window?
That's correct. Yes.
So you'll have to speak up louder. Your phone is so far away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is correct. These are replacements,
Okay.
custom-made replacements. Yes.
Okay, because we'd like to preserve as much of the existing approach. And I suppose this makes the trim a little wider, so that's all to the good. 'Cause,
Great.
yeah, I'm okay with this.
Okay, Doug?
I have no questions.
Thank you.
Tim?
Tim Gilmore, no questions.
All right. And I have no questions as well. We get to Steve?
No, I was going to ask the same thing that Sam did, so I have no further questions.
Am I coming back around against you again?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Didn't vote yet.
I don't know what it is. I can't get it out tonight. All right.
All right, so Doug Grant will make a motion on additions/alterations, application 23-073, Susan Hawkins, care of Anderson Windows. Application to replace the windows on the structure located at 212 Orleans Road, Unit F, as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Chance for anybody in the audience or anybody on the board to make a comment and ask the last question. Anybody need time or have one? No? All righty. Ready to vote? Bob?
Bob Burns in favor.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Stryber in favor.
Doug?
Doug Ratton in favor?
Tim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
Steve?
Steve DeBoer would be in favor.
And Dan Silver's in favor as well. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. You all have a great evening.
Good to see you again.
You bet. Thank you.
We have a site improvement, 23-79, Patrick Flynn, application to install fencing on the property located at 2210-2212 Main Street.
We must have someone here remotely, right?
My name is Cynthia Casey. I own the property with Patrick Flynn, and I'm on the call. Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Great. Yes, hello. So this is the first time I had to come before this committee. We just bought the property, even though I own another home in the South Chatham, Cockle Cove area. So I'm sorry if I'm a little not sure how all this goes, but Patrick and I, like I said, we own the houses together, and he's at the house now, like doing some painting and that sort of thing. But I would be happy to answer any questions and explain what we would like to do.
Okay, do we have a picture of the fence?
So,
There we
yes, some
go.
attached.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
find out what Bob has, what Bob's questions are.
Is this, question, this white picket, is that in front of the property on Main Street?
Yes, we wanted to put something on in front of the houses, so just one, to make it look better, kind of wanted to get like a traditional white picket fence, something that would, you know, go with the area, and to you know, offer so if there were children or guests or a ball or something, the grade slopes a bit, we want to keep it off the road, and you know, anyways, using the sidewalk or bikers or anything too, it'll just, you know, make it clear that it's a home, because it's pretty overgrown now, that sometimes when you come around, people might not even realize, like, hey, that's a home. So at least, you know, we thought with the fence, again, it will offer some protection to people on the front yard, and you know, make it more clear that, you know, this is a well-used, you know, well-loved property. Is what we're going for, you know, because that corner, when you're coming from like Chatham Village Market going toward Cockle Cove Beach, which I do that right very often, because the town of Chatham, as you know, owns all that land, and then you kind of come up to 2210 Main and 2212. It's kind of like, oh, people may not be expecting a house, so at least, you know, having the fence, we'll clean up the mailboxes. We've already there's some stone on the driveway now that you don't see, because the sewer was just connected. So as part of that, the seller had put some stone down. So it'll just give it, you know, people just be more aware, and I hope, you know, slow down coming by the house, you know, for safety. But we didn't want like a big stockade in the front, because I don't want it to look like a fort either. You know, wanted it to look
And the material,
inviting.
go ahead.
Oh, that's it. Please.
The material on the picket fence is going to be, is it
Think-
cedar?
Yes, that's what we were hoping to do. If that's allowed, we would want, you know, cedar again, because the quality and the durability of the fence, but also just so it would look nice and not look, you know, cheap, and it won't get that green, you know, the lichens and stuff that sometimes grow on the more like plasticky fences.
So it'll be white painted, the cedar will be painted white?
Yeah, white or a wash, you know, we want, I mean, white would be great, but we just also want something that, you know, we're not having to, you know, maintain constantly, but maybe a white wash. And again, unless there was, and I'm sorry if, not that I'm not prepared, I just didn't even, I was trying to find like guidelines, like, oh, do we have to have a white fence? Can we have a white wash or something? But, you know, we would go with something very light and traditional, you know, welcome your guidance. But, you know, and if bright white looks best, we'll do that and continue to paint. But if not, maybe like a milk wash or something.
Okay.
There is
Go ahead
white opaque and solid stain available, preservative stain, yeah.
with that. And then the cedar on the side, is that going to be natural? Will that also be whitewashed or stained?
I think on the left side of the property, because that's really there just more for privacy between our houses and then our neighbors' houses. And, we've already met our neighbors and everything, but just again, for privacy, we would probably keep that natural. Where I am now on Cockle Cove Road, we have an unfinished cedar fence and it's, aged really well. And it just kind of, I don't know, I guess we thought on the left side, since that's a little bit longer too, just to keep it natural, or, maybe a clear stain or something might look better than this big solid white wall. But again, we're also, open to other opinions, but, and the quality of the cedar, if you get, good fencing, you don't necessarily have to stain it, or treat it, so save us some work.
Okay. And then one last question. How far off of the sidewalk will the fence? What does it have to be from the sidewalk? Back from the sidewalk?
I thought it was
It don't have to be
3,
back. It can be-
Right on the sidewalk?
Fence can split the line.
Okay.
I think we plan to put it a few feet off the sidewalk, but, not right on the sidewalk. I would have to clarify that with Patrick.
Okay. No further questions from me. Thank you.
Darcy?
Bob has managed to ask all the questions that I
No,
was going to ask, so
no.
good job.
We didn't get all the answers.
I don't have any other questions.
Sam?
I prefer the natural going down the sideline, blend in with the woods.
Great.
Disappear pretty much, and and also give you privacy. The picket fence in the front would dress up the property if it's a white, and if the houses are white. And so it sort of draws the whole presentation, draws your eye through the fence to the houses and becomes part of whatever the design is for the space. It'll make you clean up the front yard more.
Yeah, no, we'll do that then. We'll keep the left fence natural, and we'll do the white on the front. And the actual houses themselves do have that very, light cedar shingle. That they're not painted, so it's that nice Cape Cod look. But yeah, I think the white picket fence would be very, very nice in front of that. So we'll do that.
Okay, Doug?
I have no questions.
Kim?
I would echo the natural coloring on the side fence, and also I note in the application, it indicates a white picket or cedar fence. So the front will definitely be picket, correct? It won't be a solid cedar?
Yes, yep, we will, yep, now, because that was sort of, again, I think maybe when Patrick put it in, we were still trying to, kind of figure out what we wanted to do, but definitely we will go 100% with white on the front on the picket, and the side fence will be natural.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Okay, Steve?
Yeah, I kind of echo some of the previous comments. I think the natural fence along the sideline is fine, and I would prefer to see the white picket fence across the front.
Thank you,
Great.
Steve. And I agree with Tim and the others about the natural on the side, the white in the front. I think Sam's comments are right on. All righty, anybody else? Anybody in the audience virtually? No? Any questions?
Do you want me to make that motion with those conditions on the natural?
I think you probably should.
So Doug Grant will make a motion under site improvement, application 23-079, Patrick Flynn, application to install fencing along the property located at 2210-2212 Main Street with stipulations, the cedar fence along the side be left natural and the picket fence along the front will be white cedar pickets.
Thank you, Doug.
Darcy Seacon will second the motion with those conditions.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. Again, any further questions from the commission? Audience? No? All right, ready to vote then?
Bob Burns in favor?
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Stryver in favor.
Doug?
Doug Grattan in favor?
Kim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
Steve?
Steve DeBoer is in favor.
And Dan Silver is in favor as well. Thank you. I think that's gonna be nice.
Next
Thanks,
application
everyone.
is for new construction, 23-76, First Light Boat Works, care of James Donovan. Application to construct new buildings located at 0 and 152 Enterprise Drive.
Very good. I see we finally have somebody in person here.
Good evening, James Donovan here for First Light Boatworks. Here before you, we're looking to construct 2 new buildings on our property in the Enterprise Drive commercial area. We were before the commission in 2017 for the initial development of the property. We ended up making some changes to the design, and instead of a total of 2 buildings, we're now looking for a total of 3 buildings.
Oh, that was 8 years ago?
27, yeah, so it was a while ago. Huh?
Wow, yeah. When I saw this, I said, well, this bounced back in a while. All right, Bob, I know what he's up to. Would you have any questions? I don't think you were here then.
No, I wasn't. Can you go through, I drove down there today, and I could see this one building, which is the one that was approved.
Yes,
So there'll be 2 more on that lot.
yes, yep.
And can you explain where they're gonna go? Is it gonna go,
So yeah, looking at the site plan there, you see the one long rectangular building.
Don't talk.
Yeah, sorry, how do I,
I think you have to push a button on that.
I'm not familiar with this situation here, sorry. Oh, a little laser pointer, okay, very good. So this is the existing building here. And I believe we were also approved for a building here as of 2017. I know we were by the planning board anyway. And that building was originally gonna be much larger. It was gonna go way over here. And the actual site conditions didn't allow us to do that. This grade was just too steep going up to Enterprise Drive. So instead of that second larger building, we're looking to do these 2 smaller buildings to complete the development of the property. So you have 1 rectangular building here and then this smaller one over here.
so in the, you had 3 pictures here, one with a boat outside the yard there. Where will the building go? Will it go where that truck is parked if you go down? Yeah,
Yeah, let's see. So in this photo here, the building will be in this area. The larger rectangular building will be right in there and take up all that space.
okay, so the 2 buildings will be, the old building and the new building will be face to face.
Face to face, yep. Yeah.
And then where's the other one gonna go? So the third? Okay, so the design is gonna be the same, pretty much.
So all the architectural details, not that there's a whole lot with these steel buildings, and the color schemes will be exactly the same as what was approved before and the existing building, basically.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Okay.
Darcy,
I have no questions.
Sam?
Well, unfortunately, Enterprise Drive is a collection of boxes with
tarps.
very poor proportions and not particularly commensurate designs. They're industrial buildings. So, but with that in consideration, I have no particular problems. I just hope you worked out all the different, because it's so easy to deal with the square boxes. And make sure you get all the grades worked out with doorways and stairways and people trying to work their way around the building.
Right, yeah, some effort's gone into that. So it's a very flat lot, but still just dealing with the slight elevation difference between the cul-de-sac. We had to go through a few revisions to get that right, but I believe we have it right now, so.
And so you'll be getting 3 buildings in here?
It's a total of 3, yes, yep.
And not all of them are for storage of boats.
Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, that's all we do there is store boats, so
Oh, is that all?
that's it, yep. The boats inside the buildings, many of them are quite historic.
So there are 2 square buildings and 1 sort of trapezoidal shape.
Right, right.
And you go to the expense of building that triangular building because you must need that
Right.
area, and you don't care if it's triangular.
Yeah, exactly. It was just, without the skewed wall, it was too short to really get the larger sailboats we were trying to store in there.
Uh-huh. Okay, I have no further questions.
Doug?
I don't have any questions.
Jim?
Just one question. When I went down to the site, I'm just wondering, when I saw some wording in maybe the prior application way back when about some minimal landscaping or some improvements. Is that being considered?
Yes, yeah. So the planning board, which approved the project last week, there's this planting plan. It's a little hard to see here, but all along this retaining wall, we have proposed group of native plantings there. And then we have a larger grass area here than what currently exists, and then some additional plantings over here. So, yeah, now that we're finally finishing the development of the property, we can finish the landscaping and get things tidied up a little bit here.
No further questions.
Okay, Steve?
No, I don't have any questions. I think this might be a good candidate for solar power, though, but I don't know if that's in the plans, but might be helpful someday.
Already, this thing has been hashed, or we've hashed this thing over so many times, I can't believe it. Yeah, I'm not much concerned with anything past the third building in on the left-hand side, you know, it's Sluder's old building. When you go over the hill, the rest of it's down in the hole, so. And I don't understand why this is in our district anyways.
I know.
It's the old sand pit, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna take care of, I know that you've had some difficulties down there with the grades, so that's all been worked out?
Yes, I believe so. David Clark from Clark Engineering's been working with us to get the grades correct, and we do have some additional drainage going in this time as well, so.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm fine with it. All right.
All right, so Doug Grant will make a motion under new construction, application 23-076, First Light Boatworks, care of James Donovan. Application to construct new buildings located at 0 and 152 Enterprise Drive as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Chance for further discussions and questions? Any opinion? No? All right, ready to vote?
Bob Burns in favor.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Stravert in favor.
Doug?
Doug Grattan in favor?
Jim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
Steve?
Steve DeBoer in favor.
And Dan Silver's in favor too. Is this the end of it?
I believe so. I don't know what else we could possibly do on the property, so.
Well, if not, we'll see you in another 8 years.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Sam, where does that leave us?
Other business. No, administrative approval exemption, 23-69, Robert Starkweather, ratification of certification of exemption, work not visible, to install basement windows on the structure located at 2008 Main Street.
All righty.
So this one was done by Darcy and Doug, and they were proposing, if you can go to the next one, to install 2 egress windows, which in the bottom right-hand photo, you can see the window. That was installed, and they're on the side and the back of the building, so you really can't see them from the street in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, so these are egress windows, so they
Yes.
pick up kind of like a, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Almost like an air conditioning unit. We did one down in the middle of town. I was Oppenheimer's property, yeah, so anyways, I'm quite familiar. I'm fine with them. I mean, you have to have them.
Do I make a motion? So Doug Grant will make a motion on administrative approval / exemptions 23-069 Robert Starkweather. Ratification of a certificate of exemption, not work visible, to install basement windows on the structure located at 2008 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion made and second. Last chance for any questions, comments? No? Anybody in the audience? No? Bob?
Bob Burns in favor.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Stravert in favor.
Doug?
Doug Grant in favor?
Tim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
Steve?
Steve DeBoer's in favor.
Dan Silver's in favor as well. Very good. Thank you. All right,
So I'll make the motion to adjourn.
all righty.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion's made and seconded. I'm sure there's not going to be any discussion. Bob?
Bob Burns in favor.
Darcy?
Darcy Sequin in favor.
Sam?
Sam Stravert in favor.
Doug?
Doug Grant in favor?
Tim?
Tim Gilmore in favor.
Steve? You gone already?
Steve's in favor. Yep. No, I'm here.
Okay, you're in favor? Good. Bob?
Yes, I
In favor.
Dan Silver's in favor as well. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.